Hi, Scorpio. Happy September. I hope you are doing well. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience. All right. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm breaking this down to 4 weeks. Okay, so we can kind of get ahead of things. We have some wonky energies. They're long energies. They affect us on really deep levels here. And we've got this wonky moon coming in. So I guess in all of this, I'm trying to break this down and make it as trying to get ahead of things as possible. Okay, so I'm throwing an oracle card, an energy card, and then I'll break a card down for every week for the month. Okay, I apologize; these are late, but I think they'll serve the purpose. Now we come in with the energy card of the hourglass. Okay, and I'm going to read it for you. Go. As the sands of the hourglass slip away, it reminds us that time is precious and of the essence. Don't hesitate. Take the initiative to act before it's too late. Okay? And your energy card is the Fool. So it's a start, it's a beginning, it's an opportunity, right? Okay. Now, let's see what we've got here. I want to say you're very close to Sag's border there, and I just did theirs. They've got a plethora of people kind of working against them over there. So you may want to wonder if if that stuff comes into your yard. Just be aware of it, okay? So the first week we come in to the King of Coins. Okay, money, opportunities, relationships, right? You guys had a phenomenal reading last month. I hope you took advantage of it, or it's playing out now, right? So we've got the Nine of Wands here. Okay. Third week, we've got the Ace of Swords. Okay. I think you're going to need to, this is like my Joan of Arc card. You may need to do that here. Now, the last week, you've got the Chariot. Okay, so hopefully whatever you're coming up against clears itself by the end of the month. Okay, the Fool is something new. Your Oracle card is in reference to not wasting time, not dilly-dallying with things, right? To take advantage of opportunities that are there. Things may come back around, and they may come out of the blue. They may be opportunities that were missed before. I'm going to say this, though. Be careful, cautious of new things, new adventures, not high-risk kind of deals. Those things may not pan out. You know what I'm saying? But if you've got things that, were unfinished or didn't seem to be taking off, or you couldn't get something approved or publish something or get something out there, if there's business things behind the scenes that were delayed, they should start to free up now. You may see second opportunities with those kind of things come around. Now, the King of Coins, I want to say this. This is someone that, if this is a relationship kind of deal, this is someone that is very, in here, I feel it could be someone that's honest. They're a good business person. They could be someone, it could be your lawyer, a business person, a financial advisor. It could be, it's someone who's not squandering. They know the value of value. They're not going to squander something. They're also, though, someone they're hard to read. You know what I mean? You may not be able to read them well. This could show up in the form of a relationship, too, where you're not really sure how the person feels. So with the Fool card and the Hourglass there, if that's you and you're not, expressing yourself, or you're noticing that someone may not be, what is that? They're not picking up what you're putting down or something like that. You may want to just, tell them how you feel or something like that. The Nine of Wands in your second week, that can be something where you've got one last rendezvous here. If you're in some kind of court case or, dealing with stuff like that, you may have one more hurdle to cross, but it comes together here. Okay, don't expect things to be difficult if they're not already. You know what I mean? Like, don't borrow trouble, I guess, is where I'm trying to speak with that. This could be some kind of legality, some kind of long, drawn out, court case. I know I've got clients that are Scorpios in the middle of divorces that are just, they seem to be taking forever. This looks like the tail end, so hallelujah. I want to say here, though, to watch out for sneak approaches, sneak attacks, hidden things. If you've got things that, you know, you're trying to keep under wraps or keep, you know, in like a Swiss bank account or something, just be advised that those kind of things can come out here. If someone, say you're in a court case and you know there's missing something somewhere, that could be, it could come out now. You could actually find out what that is. These can also be, the Nine of Wands can be, you know, something gets put on pause for a moment so that, you know, maybe something new can come out or something can come to light, or there might be, you know, a little bit of a, you know, foot on the gas and the brake for a little bit towards the beginning of the month, the second week of the month. The third week, it looks like you get clarity here. It looks like you get, you know, victory. What I'm feeling here, the energy of this is you've got to really be on your game. You've got to be focused. Don't be squandering your energy willy-nilly. Just really focus on what you're doing and where you need to go. Don't be pulled, distracted by anything, really. This seems like it's something that's, you know, when you're being advised in the oracle about timing and you've got the Fool card sitting right next to it, it's like now's kind of the time to take advantage of this, right? These two cards, I really think towards the end of the month, you get whatever victory, clarity, it comes to close, right? If it's a court case, it's probably wrapping up towards the end of this month, like it's progressing. If there's been a hiccup, it pulls forward. This can be something too, I have a feeling that prior to the end of the month, it gets wrapped up. So I think that this may actually come faster than anticipated. I'm going to pull clarifiers here. I think it's something financially. It may be an estate of something. It may be funds come out of somewhere that you're not even aware of that are owed you. They come out, you know, from Lord knows where. You may find something that you lost also. It can come out here like that. But the King of Coins, normally, it's a business person. It's a business prospect. It's a business deal. It has to do with financials, legal. You could be, the Chariot and the Fool card can speak of movement for sure, like you're moving somewhere. The Nine of Wands also is like the almost the end deal. Say a mortgage or something has been held up, or we're missing cup cards in here though, right? So I don't know how receptive you'll be. I'll say try to keep your faculties in place here. In other words, don't say something that how do I say this? Play your cards right, I guess is where I'm going with that. Again, there are no cup cards in here. So I'm going to say this is most likely a business deal for sure. Most likely, okay? Or a court case, but it doesn't look like there's any love loss here. So it's most likely, if it's not a divorce that's like been in the making, the relationship's long over, it's just this has been tied up, it could be that as well. Let me clarify these for you. I'm going to say here with the Ace of Wands, I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands, if there's a relationship in here and it goes back to the vulnerability thing again. The King of Coins is not really a, you know, he's more of a even in a family dynamic, it's more of a like it would be a father figure that would push their kids like to, you know, the best intent, but it's like business, you know, it's okay. Now I'm and this is what I think it is. I think someone is not putting their feelings out there. For the King of Cups here, you've got thoughts and you've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, if you're missing someone, this could be a proposal too. Don't waste time here. I think that's where I'm going with this, because last month you had a great reading. But I know how you dilly-dally around these things, and I get it, I do. But you're going to have to put yourself out there and take the risk, right? You're missing someone probably, right? You're thinking of someone. These are thoughts though, right? But again though, now your cup cards are showing up. So I'm going to say if it's something that's been in the making, that's fine. New things, I'm not quite sure you're seeing. Maybe people aren't, you know. The reason I'm doing this is there's a haze over here. We've got Venus retrograde until the end of the year. That's huge because it's not just about one-on-one relationships. It's about our self-worth, our worthiness. How vulnerable are you willing to be, right? Security, survival, those kind of things, right? Those all come from, you know, they make full circle in the relationships that we've got, but they always end up back where they start with is with you, right? Let me see the Nine of Wands here. The Seven of Cups is just making, it's a card though, it's funny because in this reading I don't feel there's a lot of emotion, but in that card that's clarifying this king, it's like I say, it's not someone who's going to say these things, right? But with the Seven of Cups here, it's saying that you may need to be a little bit vulnerable here. I lost my train of thought with that. I did get something and hopefully it will come back. Okay. Now the Nine of Wands, you've got the Five of Coins, which is a card of reconciliation. So again, if you need to say something to someone, say it. Remember the hourglass? Time is of the essence. Make amends with someone. Clearly you're missing someone. You're thinking about someone, right? Okay. And someone's waiting to hear these things. Clarity, right? You've got the Ten of Cups, which is waiting. For the love of God, you've got 2 months of a great reading. Tell someone how you feel. Be vulnerable. Be smart about it, but open yourself up, right? You've got nothing to lose. Just be smart about it, which you are, right? So, Maron, you guys, let's see. The Nine of Wands, too, can be a card that you're protecting yourself. It's saying you may need to put down your guard a little bit, right? And reconcile with someone. Let someone in. Tell someone how you feel, right? Make the first move. A dark-haired man. This is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. It's a dark-haired man. Okay, so the Page of Swords, right? It's a dark-haired man. The Chariot. The Chariot is a success card. It's also, though, a reconciliation card. You've got that clarifying the Nine of Wands, right? There could be, you know, hidden feelings not, you know, being I will say this, though. I'm going to put it out here only because I would, with that Page of Swords, this person, the Chariot card is a card of success if your ducks are in a row, right? But it could be someone pulling something sly, right? Give me a minute. It's like reconciliation. Maybe you're right to keep up your guard in business. But the Page of Swords, I'll tell you this, if it's a new relationship and this person comes across your path towards the end of the month, sit on it. Don't act on that, because the Page of Swords can be a card where this person will clean you out. And it could be, we're coming into wonky moons where hidden enemies are going to come out, you know, people doing underhanded things that you're not aware of, right? But if these are established things, if you've got feelings for someone, for the love of God, tell them. But if this is something new, you know, you meet someone new towards the end of the month, sit on that till the end of the year. Like, really let someone walk their walk here. But for the majority of it, I think you've got established relationships that may be at a standstill. You know, you're not on the same page with something. All right. I'm not comfortable with this at all. The Chariot card can be reckless. It's not always a positive card, right? It's a card of, it can be a card of destruction too, but it would be self-made destruction, meaning you're not getting something together, or someone in your sphere. Now, the two clarifiers are the Three of Swords, which is a trap, and you've got the dark-haired man, which is the Page of Swords. You've got some adversity around this. You've got some kind of challenge, conflict around this. This person may not be on the up and up, all right? But this is towards the end of the month, right? Okay. The Nine of Swords, you've got the Four of Cups. If you're entering a business deal here, like you're buying something, it's like the closing from hell, maybe something like that. It comes together. Like within the next week or so, you'll start to see movement on that. It could be a property settlement too that comes through, or you buy a new house. You know what I mean? But do your homework here. Whatever it is, the Nine of Swords or the Nine of Wands is a card that always speaks of, I'm tired. It's like you're beyond it. You're beyond tired. Oof. Okay. And we have the Protector here, which I'm pulling on that Nine of Wands too. It's the King of Wands. This could absolutely be some kind of legality, some kind of lawsuit, some kind of legal issue, some kind of court case for sure. If you're trying to hang on to your house and it's a divorce settlement or something like that, the card is saying that you are kind of protected here. I think things turn. If you feel like you've been slighted in some regard in this, count your blessings that these retrogrades come, because these things now are things that come out. If someone say these hidden enemy things, right? come out. They may have been things that, you know, had they not come out, you would have gotten a lot less in something, or you wouldn't have gotten your fair share in something. But I have a feeling that these things come out and it's to your benefit. It's not to your detriment. So if someone's been working against you, you know, say someone's been hiding money and you know, you're trying to lock down on something, you may be pleasantly surprised that this stuff comes out of the woodwork now. Okay. Oop. Okay. Now I'm clarifying this Ace of Swords. Okay. You've got, it could be like a settlement here. You've got the Widow card and you've got the Angry Woman card. So again, it can be a settlement. It can be a really ugly divorce case. It can be a really, you know, some kind of family dynamic that's just not real pleasant. Can be something like that. It can be a relationship that, you know, is pending on something else here. It can be something like that too. Okay. This could go on forever. I think it's a lawsuit. I think it's some kind of court case, divorce, legal business deal or something like that. I would be cautious about those kind of things. I would not be giving away the ranch. If you're in the middle of a shitstorm here and it's some kind of legal issue, I would suggest that you just hang on a little bit longer, because this could be something where you're so worn down with that Nine of Wands that you're just like, done, let's just finish this. I think if you wait a little bit, you may end up being towards the end of the month a little bit more happy that you did. Things may come out that actually help you. Like you may get more money. You may find, you know, you may get a bigger settlement. You may get, you know, you may get a better deal in this. Okay. But time is of the essence here as your oracle card. So at least, you know, be diligent about this. Don't be foolish about this. And that's what this could mean too. Maybe you need to make a decision on something. If this is a relationship issue and you haven't told someone how you feel, tell them. This would be a really great time. Okay. Because they're wondering how you're feeling. It could be a mixed dynamic like that. For others of you, you've got business deals going on here, legalities. We can look at that in a private reading further, but in here it looks just like that. That is what that is. By the end of the month here, I think you've got people that are trying to play games here, but I think you're going to need to just be on your guard here with that. Yeah. Okay. That's what I've got. I hope that helped you. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. We can look at this. Bear with me one second. There's something about the Seven of Cups here and this King of Cups. I think someone may not be wanting a divorce. For some of you, you're not wanting this. You're not quite sure. You're kind of on the fence. You're not quite sure. I would suggest maybe for that person, maybe just sit on this a little bit. Or with the Seven of Cups too, you may not be sure you can trust this person, or this person may have proposed to you and you're not sure if you want to do this or not. We can look at that too. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful month.